if you have a question on this side of the room yet, you want to raise your hand because she can get to you? Not yet? Oh, that gentleman right there with the highlighted hair. Hi, stand. See, you're one of the guys, men's highlighting, up 110%. Because of him, he's one of them. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
Hi, my name is Cameron. I have a quick question. When people go and do their, after they leave the salon, and you can tell that they've gone and used products that you didn't recommend, do you guarantee your work, or how do you handle that when they come back in?
I guarantee my work. But I also tell them, I strongly said, listen, in order to preserve your investment, and I call hair color and I let them know, hair color is an investment. It's not like $3. It's to preserve your investment. Please understand that what I did today in your hair, you should do at home. That might help you. I know. Okay, anybody? There's a lady here with this cute white t-shirt on. Hi. Off duties. Oh, well, that's a nice t-shirt, off duty. Hi.
I'm a recent independent stylist. How do I get...
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. You're a recent...
Independent hairstylist. How do I get my fellow stylists to do what I do? Like get to work on time, clear their stations, dress accordingly?
Good luck, you never will. No.
But it makes me look bad.
No, the only thing, that, sadly, I understand where you are. What you need to do is keep your station perfect. And when they see you busy, once you make friends with them, don't just walk up to a stranger and say, listen, clean your station. When you're new, give yourself a month or so for them to not hate you. Guys, here's how I put, because this is salon life. I had horses growing up. When you put a new horse in the corral, all the other horses kick it or ignore it. They don't want a new horse in the corral. When new people come to the salon, maybe this isn't in your place, people don't right away become friends. Become a friend first, and then keep your thing. And if you need to, is there a front desk where you are? No, it's just they walk in. When they walk in, is there a doormat? Is there anything? Or you know what you can do every day? Take a piece of paper towel and some Windex and wipe around the finger marks on the front door. And keep your mirrors perfect and you perfect, and you'll be fine. Then bring it up slowly to one person and say, a lot of us, if you don't have on your station what you wish to sell or what you need, you'll never do it. Good luck. You're going to be fine. Okay, somebody else?
I was just going to add to that. I have been an independent stylist for 13 years.
Yeah, close. Yeah. Good.
And it's very difficult. That's the whole point of being an independent stylist, is so you can do what you want when you want. So they get a little lazy over time. And these lofts, you can work alone and have a nice clean environment and what you want, but you are alone. So you don't have the people, if you want to bounce ideas. Yeah, the salon atmosphere is good, but it's going to be very
different.
It's different to be an independent.
You'll learn, you'll adapt. Thank you for your wonderful words. Where's your salon? Is it Florida?
I just moved to Florida a year and a half ago. I worked as an independent stylist in Massachusetts, and I was a salon owner for independent stylists in Massachusetts for 4 years. So
you know the whole game. Congratulations.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, anybody, you have a question on color?
Yes.
Because I want to get to the science stuff.
I just want to say that I worked on Madison Avenue also, and I moved to Florida 3 years ago. It was a total shock. But I work in a spa environment. And can you just tell me, people come in, they get color, they do color, whatever. If you have a salon and you have billions of tubes of color back there that nobody's using, I try to talk to my boss. I like color. I think we should have enough color, but I think there's a point where you could have way
too much color.
What do you do about that? What do you say to these people?
Here's what I know. I disagree with a former person I worked with who said, they just want new shades. They just want new shades. No, they do not want, it's good for the salesperson. It's good for the manufacturer. No. Listen, how many tubes of ultra black do you use a month? How many tubes of over the top bright red that I need sunglasses on, do you need a month? But you don't need 2 dozen, I don't think. You know your clientele better than I do. I take my half-used tubes and I fold them in half. And I have a color cart that I work with that I don't work. Takara Belmont made one for me, and it has these bars around the side. And my assistant hooks them, and I use those half tubes. A half tube of color is a horrible thing, isn't it? You don't want to touch it. It's yucky. I have this great idea, and you're going to either somebody in the room is going to take it away from me, or listen to this. Now you can disagree, and I'm sure you guys are going to disagree. Wouldn't it be interesting if hair color came in 1-ounce tubes? A thought. No, most of you think no. Because if you're having a problem with all this, people don't use it. Used to have years ago bottles of Second Nature by Clairol that's been out of bit, but like in my salon on Madison, and like I'd go to a bottle medium brown. There's hardly anything in it, medium, like 6 bottles back, because nobody would, and I would say to them in a staff meeting, will you please use the other bottle, and oh yeah, we're gonna do that. So I just make it so that they're curved, and I also watch my ordering. You know what? If you have 8 pieces of, let's say, 6 GB, you don't need to order another dozen for next week. Maybe you don't need to order any. It's who's doing your inventory. It's hell. Good luck. And welcome to Florida. It's a nice place. Okay, yes, there's a lady, and then I'm going to get the science stuff because I don't have a whole lot of time yet. Hi.
Hi, my question's on color. So when you're doing silver, and you said you're doing those black low lights, what do they fade like? Because I have a couple of clients who I'm low lighting, but when it fades to that kind of brown orangey, and they don't like the fade on it, and then I have to pick up the same exact one. So would the black fade?
What are you using now as a low light?
I'm using a 911 as a low light, just to give it those
Oh,
silvery
no,
tones.
no, oh,
with,
no, 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 oh, no, no. That's not enough. You're giving it a little tone.
Because if I use a 7 or 6, then when it fades, it looks orangey,
That's
and they don't like
okay,
that.
I don't need to know what brand you use.
Okay.
In many brands, and especially in mine, I have an ice, 3 ice, which is a level 3 blue gray. I have a 5 ice and a 7 ice. When they fade to a grayish, never yellow. Also, take small sections and weave them close together. And after you wrap the last foil, I allow them to process either at room temperature for 30 minutes or with heat for 15 and cool it for 10. Try that, and good luck, okay? And also, they should go home with a silver shampoo or conditioner to use every 3rd or 4th time they wash their hair. If they use Suave or Prel or some, whatever, or Pantene, those are nice things, but no. Okay, good luck, okay? By the way, you know what it is too? It's also it's the water in New York too. And then there's people who live where there's iron in the water and their hair turns orange and they want to be blonde. So I tell them, you have to move. You must move. They wonder why their hair turns orange. They live on a well with iron. And their washing machine, the white shirts turn orange. And if there's copper, the hair turns green. And I have to tell you about it. In Manhattan, the richer you are, the closer you live to Central Park. Okay, so that's where they chlorinate our water, which is supposed to be, So blondes turn green. And they'll come in, it's the oxidized copper from the inside of the pipe that is green. So we all have to deal with this. And there's ways to deal with it which involve retail. That one more question, then I'm gonna go to the science thing. By the way, I'm gonna go straight to my booth after this for photos, questions, and everything. It's booth 3800. I put 37 something, but it's, go and look where it's, Peter Coppola is right next to me. You can't miss it. 3800 for pictures and stuff. Yeah, and questions, yes.
Hi, I'm honored that I get to meet you because I've never been to a hair show. I've been a hairdresser for 30 years. And because of you, I learned a lot of things.
Thank you.
I want to know your hair color. And
hair color?
Well, I have a problem with redheads. So.
What's your problem with reds?
White or gray hair and hot roots.
Aha. Well, when you make hair color, and Roy knows this, Brandon, all these people I know, when you're working on gray hair, if you use a bright red color, It'll make her hair red, but it'll make it red because there's no balance or soft undertone to support the red. So you can mix, if they're 50% gray, 50% of a neutral golden, and 50% of a red, but I came up with a solution. I invented 3 colors that cover gray perfectly and you never get an atrocious, terrifying result. 5 BRO, which is not bro, it's 5 brown, red, and orange. 5 NGC, which is 5 neutral golden copper. You know, you're a good color. And 7 NGC, level 7 neutral golden copper. And you know, Melissa, you guys know that that will never make you terrified and with a woman screaming because, you know, it will make a beautiful red. It does not make it dull. You don't have to mix 15 things together. But it creates, you've got to leave it on 45 minutes and you've got to use 20 volume. I don't want to hear any of this stuff with, peroxide is not bleach. And people get very mad at me when I say this. Peroxide, think of a car. The motor of the car is strong, right? In color, the higher the lift, the bigger the motor. Level 10 color is a lot more alkaline than level 3 color, right? Okay. The gasoline that makes the motor run is gas in a car, and peroxide in color. Peroxide is the oxygenator that makes those molecules start to party and penetrate. Many of you have been taught that 20 volume is 2 levels, 30 volume is 3, and 40 volume is 4. Wrong! Now, if you disagree with me and you're making millions of dollars, it's fine. But guys, example, woman called me on the phone. Here it is. Hi, a lady came in with brown hair and with really white frosting, and she wanted her hair to be a really pretty golden. So I know that if I used 5 volume developer, it would just deposit. So I mixed 12 gold permanent dye with 5 volume, and I put it all over her head because I know with 5 volume you won't get much lift. And now she's crying because her hair is orange and the highlights turned green. Is it true? No. Are you going to get a little more lift with higher volume? Yes. But do not think you can bleach hair with high lift color. You can't. Because you need to kill orange. If you're bleaching hair, don't you usually want to kill orange? Does everybody agree? If you want to kill orange, you have to have ammonium persulfate in the hair, which is bleach. It is the only thing that kills pheomelanin, which is the orange pigment in the hair.